Hi there. So many of you are in a situation where you're ready to drop these stamps down in here, and those compositions move from one stamp to the other. And so I wanted to run through how you are going to do that. We're going to make images of those. You know, any other option is, kind of labor intensive. And so we're going to go ahead and hit tab on your keyboard. That's for Macs. I'm not sure what hides all of your palettes if you are on a PC, but it should be similar. And then you'll notice that I'm zooming in as far as I can on this composition. And on a Mac, I'm going to hit Command-Shift-4, and that gives me this, which is allows me to take a screen capture of exactly what I want to grab. And again, you should be able to Google this for PC. So I'm going to do a screen capture of that. I'm going to zoom out, move on, and these are actually landing on my hard drive. So I'll be able to grab them as soon as we're done. So I'm going to hit Command-Shift-4 again. And so you're going to be doing this. And the reason why we're zooming in is because we're getting better quality when we're zooming in. We're going to reduce the size. And so, the theory is that in reducing the size, they won't look pixelated, which, it's more than a theory. It works. So make sure that you're not clicked on any of these, because you can see I have something happening over here. And I just, had a weird blue line that was coming up. So I'm going to do my last screenshot. Now, all of those screenshots are going to be on my hard drive. I am going to go back into Illustrator. Now, you're going to have to figure out where they are specifically on your hard drive. I can see mine right here, and I'm just going to drag them in to Illustrator, or you could go to File, down to Place, and you could also find them on your desktop. They will be called screenshots, so you can see I have lots of screenshots on my hard drive, but these are the ones that that I'm looking for, and so I could hit Place and it would do the same thing. All right, so these are all pretty large, so I'm going to grab them over here and scale them as one to get them closer to where we need them. And when they're pretty close, I'm going to pull them back over here. Now, they're lumped on top of each other, so all I have to do is move them aside. And so you're going to want to go from this one over and then, across and down. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that into place. And then I'm again holding down Shift so that you constrain it to the perfect proportions and you're not distorting it at all. Now, one of the things that we could do is we could grab this guy and get it positioned so that, that black line is right there. And once we do that, then we can grab these guys, and I can scale them all at once if I want to. So that's also an option. You can see that it's kind of doing some funky stuff, and it didn't work out as well as I had hoped, but it did work. I still am going to end up scaling it a little bit so that it's the proper proportions. So that's probably not in anyone's best interests. Make sure you don't end up doubling that line. And so we're going to go down here to this guy, drop it in place. And again, we're going to have to rescale because it wasn't quite the right size. Again, holding down Shift. And oops, we'll scale that a little bit and we're done. So when these print, you know, and you're not printing them for this, but when these print, they sometimes print a little darker. They are different. These are vector and this is, you know, screenshot, so it's pixel based. So there are sometimes differences, but the theory of having them very, very large and then scaling them down is that you won't get pixelized images when you print this, which, you know, works out well. Thank you. Bye.